Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. So today we are doing a new pack inspired paranormal build, which is in a Victorian style, and we're going to be doing a London townhouse, and it is going to be all traditional as we can get in the Sims style build. So we're going proper old school, proper try to make it look dark and spooky. We're going for a very dark outside as well, and I was super excited when they announced this pack because it is the stuff that I voted for when we had the vote to see what the new stuff pack was last time, and then we got knitting, which was like, okay, fair enough, that one won. But I'm so happy they decided to do the paranormal stuff because I really want to do a let's play of doing the ghost hunting and stuff, and it looks super interesting. I want to see how it works with the freelance career. We got Bone Hilda back, which is just like, yes, magic realm, making magic stuff, yes. I do love making magic. Was the best magic pack that they have done because it was a proper magic world that you had to have like special access to and everything. It's just like, and the shops and everything. Our Sims 1, the best. So we're building up our townhouse. We've got a little path, so if you wanted to renovate this into an actual modern house, which I actually have versions of this house as modern houses as well, not quite similar, like it's the same similar layout to this, but I have a few of them in my own let's play that I do in my spare time. So this house is very versatile for doing modern and old stuff, and we've got a nice bay window at the top. We have like a side roof, which I was like struggling to know how to put the roof together because I didn't know whether I did want a roof over the top, but it was just not working and having the half walls there were looking a lot better. And I also debated about putting in a third floor like attic room as well, just to add in the spooks. So I want to use this house in the let's play as the haunted house of our Sims that go off to be paranormal investigators for a career. We also have like some half walls at the front which are for the bins, and we have our little carport area with a gate to the back garden as well. We actually do quite a lot of detailing in the back garden because it's obviously trying to be Victorian, so they would have like a proper garden and have greenhouses and everything like that. So we're trying to go the whole hog, and we're trying to make it look very dark, very spooky as well from the outside. So we're going for dark woods, which also sets the tone for some demonic entities to come and haunt us. I don't think the Sims are doing demonic entities, but we can pretend. We can pretend, and we go for using a lot of vampire stuff, a lot of Strangerville stuff, mix of Get Together as well because that's got some old stuff in there, and it's using some nice dark bricks, some other brickworks as well. And then we've got our basement which houses some extra fun things as well. So I've gone and decorated the walls and the floors and put in the fireplaces and stuff just to get our moods out. So we have this living room at the front, so we've got like some nice green roll tops, we've got our fireplace, we've got our bookshelves either side as well, and we're trying to make it look as spooky as possible ish. We're trying to get it somewhat Victorian as possible as we can in The Sims. So a lot of greenery and plants as well, because obviously they've been on their travels colonizing the empire and bringing back some exotic stuff. So we have some exotic plants about the place, and obviously we have to have some copper radiators as well. But you could probably run this house all off the grid if you really wanted to go the extra mile and start playing as a Victorian house, dress them up in vampire clothes and have them go around, which would be quite fun as well to do. And we've got a few scuffs and stuff where I imagine like the sofa's been rubbing against the wall. It kind of gives you a vibe of how I'm going to go in and just dress it for our Let's Play, because obviously it's not going to look as though it is a brand new Victorian house. It's going to be like full of cobwebs, full of scratches, haunted, might have gremlins on and stuff like that, so it's going to be quite fun. Then we've got our room at the back here, which is our dining room, and this is going to have a nice big table. It's got a lot more clutter in it as well than the living room, because I thought the living room must have some nice space to it as well. And we've got a bar. We've actually got 2 bars in this build because we have plenty of them, so we might as well use them. And we also get to use a lot of the more random and obscure items in these types of builds as well, because they used to collect a lot of random stuff, so and put it on display, so it's always fun to do these sort of builds. Also putting like coat of arms and stuff and some of the swords on the walls as well, just as bits and pieces they collected, plates and all types of stuff like that. I really wish that we had some more bits and pieces like that, like proper older packs and stuff, like older style packs, but I don't know how much of a demand there is for that type of thing. And we've got some chairs in here as well, so if you just wanted to come in and have a sit, have a chat. We've only got one window out the back here, but I think it's plenty enough. We've got lots of places to display all your fine china and stuff like that, because that's obviously very important to do. Some big side cabinets everywhere, and obviously have some side table, a lot of mirrors as well, like the round get together mirror I've been using quite a lot in this build, because it's just, there's not an other mirror apart from the vampire one, which you can't actually use because you can't see anything in it. It's not like a really old one. Then we have our kitchen, which if you wanted to play like even more realistic, you could move this downstairs and make like a proper servants quarter downstairs instead of having like a kitchen here. You could turn this more into another like sitting room, drawing room, sort of boot room for the outside type of thing. Open it up a little bit more, perhaps make it like a corridor into a conservatory that you could put on the back. I was trying to put in a few bits that were a little bit more old school, so we've got the kettles, we've got the like weighing scales, we've got the book on the pedestal as like a recipe book. We do have like a tea kettle, so it's just like we need something that actually works. But the cooker is off the grid, so you could probably use that. We've got a few plates about as well, cookies, books, plants, everything that we need in a kitchen. It's quite dark in there as well, which kind of fits the ambiance. And then we've got these beautiful orange tiles in the hallway with I love the Strangeville doors for making like proper London townhouses, because they come with the stained glass windows and everything, and it just fits perfectly with everything that you try and do with a more period build. And I'm putting some old pictures up as well. Under our stairs going up, we actually have the stairs that go down, so they're quite hidden away, quite tucked away, which is nice, so they don't interfere too much with the layout upstairs. So upstairs we have 2.5 bedrooms. So we've got this one that has a strange diagonal on it, but actually turns out quite nicely because we can put the bed next to on the diagonal, which makes it quite interesting. Don't normally put normally put the bed on the diagonal, but it does leave a nice space to put a nice big chaise log in the window, so you can like sit there, lounge away. Of the woman or the man of the house can lounge there in the window and just read a book or something like that. And I thought it would also be important to have like a screen in here as well for getting ready, because obviously they were quite into their privacy screens and stuff like that. And you could probably go so far as put like a bathtub in here and like a sink to stuff, because that's the type of thing that they'd have. And to move the toilet outside, so the Sims would have to go outside to go use the bathroom, which is kind of more realistic. So we put that there, so there's like a dressing corner and have a laundry basket around like hidden away there as well. And obviously have to put a vanity in, but this bedroom has the more fancy wardrobes that are a little bit over the top because they're vampire ones. But in the next bedroom we just have a bookcase and one of the smaller wardrobes in there, which is a little bit lighter room. Not so much dark tone furniture in there, but we have some carpets up here, quite dark, and this actually wallpaper is actually a base game wallpaper. So the only time I actually use base game stuff is when I'm doing like older builds, because to me quite a lot of the wallpaper and stuff is very dated, it's very like historical, and that's the only time I kind of use it, like these pattern type of wallpapers. So this is our back bedroom. We actually moved the wall that the bed is on further into the bathroom because the bathroom was way too big, so we get a little bit more space, and we've got a nice candelabra as well, so when it's all dark and spooky we can walk. I wish the Sims could pick it up and like walk around the house, that would be quite funny, and actually get like spooked and stuff. I'm gonna have to see what objects to put in once the new pack comes out, because I obviously want to have the new spooky guy, the new ghost, and have some of the new objects as well because they look super cool, and see what mishmash we can put together to create a very spooky house to live in. And I was tempted to build like some more spooky things and put them as haunted. I have to see how it works because it'd be quite nice to have like an abandoned hospital or something like that for the Sims to go around. I don't know how spooky they're gonna make this. I have to have a look first because I want to make it like really spooky, probably too spooky. Like I want over the top spooky, not like, I know someone's already made like what's it, Scooby-Doo type thing, so I don't know whether it's going to be like that type of spook in The Sims or whether it's going to be like more spooky. I don't know how the other packs are going to interact with this as well, whether it's going to be like vampires and stuff where they're all going to be wandering about all over the place, or whether it is actually going to be contained just to haunted houses or not. And we have a nice blue bathroom as well, which we have the nice jungle adventure tiles which work perfectly for this type of bathroom, and we have all the mainly the vampire stuff in there because that fits our era. And then out in the landing we have a nice little seating area, some more plants, another one of the lamps, the vampire lamps that like hang over because they are perfect for this. And then on the diagonal wall I thought I was gonna put another cabinet, but I was just like, you know what this house needs? It needs a grandfather clock that chimes every hour on the hour and creeps you out in the middle of the night or wakes you up, just to add to the extra spooks. And obviously we'd have to get a Bone Hilda when it comes out because she is a classic, and we should, I don't know how much it's going to be like making magic because that's not really spooky, it's more magic stuff, which the magic pack really wasn't, and I don't like the 1920s stuff anyway. So it's just like the new pack speaks to me a lot more than the magic stuff. So we've also got this creepy kids baby bedroom at the back that has one of the vampire beds, so you can make up your own stories about what happened in that bedroom and why it's so tiny. And I can leave the rest up to your imagination about that. So wonder I'm not throwing cobwebs in there and making it even more spooky, which we will be. And then downstairs in our basement we have, because they used to do a lot of archaeology and exploring and stuff like that, so jungle adventure room, perfect for this type of build. And we've got our archaeology table, we've got a few like chests and artifacts and stuff like that. I should have gone into the debug menu and actually brought out some of the objects from Salvadorada to put in here, but we've got like a meeting area, so if like the local museum has come to see what artifacts that the Sim has collected on their travels, and you can have like a little bit. And we've got our double windows, so this room actually gets the most light, which is quite nice. We've got our decoration box in here as well, so it's our multifunctional room. The further in we go, the more dark and dingy it gets. So this would be perfect if you did want to have like servants, live-in servants and stuff. So you could change this room into like different bedrooms and stuff like that. Some depressing bedrooms that have no windows. But at the moment it is a gentleman's drawing room, which you could probably move upstairs if you wanted to make this house. You have even more floors to it, which would be quite nice, having the card table in the window, the bay window and stuff like that. Very impressive. And we've got our dartboard, and we have another, this is where we have our second bar as well, so it's proper dark, dingy, some tricks and schemes going on in your card playing type of room, so you can bring the lads down. It feels odd to say lads to Victorian men, but anyhow, bring them down, play some cards, do some deals, that type of thing. And then in here we have our fully bricked room, which is our servant quarters. So we have 2 wash tubs, laundry baskets, brooms, sweeps. I did want to put the actual thingy in here. What's it called? The washing line, but you can only put it outside, which is super annoying. I don't know why you can only put it outside. And then we have a bathroom, like a toilet and a sink in here as well, just in case some of the Sims need to go, because you have to go up like 2 floors just to go to the bathroom. And we have a few lanterns and stuff in here. I was trying to see what off the grid stuff that we had, so I thought we'd have like a little woodworking table in here, just as like a fixing thing. And we have a pat bowl if you want to have a pat, and I thought a chess table would just finish off the downstairs area, because it's a good area. We don't have space in the gentleman's bit. So then outside in the garden, I thought it'd be quite nice to have a greenhouse. Most Victorians love having some sort of greenhousey bottomy type of thing, so we have our own little greenhouse. It's going to have a flower arranging table. It also has the little potting table from Eco Living as well in there, just to make it look as though it actually is a functioning thing. You can grow stuff in there, put some of the actual growing planters and stuff in there as well. We've got some of the wall planters as well, so you can grow some reasonable type of thing. I thought putting it in a corner here, it's actually sunken down by 1, so the Sims should be able to get in all right. And we're going in with some the dark green and brown, and it's quite hard to see because the glass roof is like a patterned one, but we'll get a better view in the screenshots because I actually changed it so I could take a picture. It's just like, we need to be able to see what this thing looks like. And we've got a bug house in here, and then we've got 2 beehives that are actually going to be on the pathway to the greenhouse, because I thought it'd be better for them to be outside. And we have a well that's all overgrown, and then we have one of the old bird feeder not bird baths outside as well. And outside we're gonna extend like the seat patio area that we have raised up the same as the house, and we're gonna make like a seating area. And I think there's a few more plants and stuff on there as well. I was trying to find things like the watering can and the gloves and the trowel to sort of put in here. And this is where I found the little table, so I pushed it into the wall a bit so we don't have the wooden back to it. And then I found little bits, and I swear there's a watering can, unless I'm thinking it's in the debug menu, but I thought there was, with like a spray thing. I just couldn't find it. It's so annoying. And I was trying to find other bits and pieces that we could put in here that are like growing. And then we have the like Japanese one outside. And then we do have that modern one outside, but I actually managed to make it look as though it's actually integrated with the flower bed that we're going to put along the side there, so it actually does make a little bit more sense. And we've got these old like industrial lights as well to go on there, and our very old tiled paths that go around the place. So we're going to do a flower bed all along here, so we're going to use a mix of like exotic plants and more traditional like planting as well, and then we're going to do it along the other 3 sides, but I did that off camera because it's placing the exact same thing. So we're just getting some height, getting some texture, getting all different types of leaves and plants and grasses and everything. I hope you can still access the bee hives. I think you can because I left enough space, but I'm trying to just build up the wall, so the flower bed, so it looks full as possible. Then we have our bird feeder in the middle of the path, and we have a seat as well, which that area is going to be all covered in the exact same plants. And then we've got this nice extended patio area, which is nice for some metal seats and an umbrella as well. We also have the logs, so you have enough for the firewood and coal storage type of thing. And I thought it needed something on the outside here, so we shrunk down this like overgrown tree, and I was gonna use that at the front as well. And we've got a few bushes there, and then just connect our path up to our gate as well, so you can actually use the thing. Put some trees about the place just to make it look as though it's actually got some landscaping around it. And obviously using the red mailbox as though it's a proper English post box. We have an old lamp as well for our outside lighting, and then we have a lamp over the top of our doorway as our main lamp area. I was actually debating whether we put some plants and stuff behind our grating, but it just didn't quite work because we've got the 2 different things. So then I thought the box that we actually used on the back would be perfect, like scaled down next to the pillars. So we've got like a little bit of bush out the front, and then put some trim because we've got that like strange white bit. So we've got some trim that goes all the way around except for the posts. So in the black, which kind of matches everything. Obviously we've got to have some drain pipes, which I actually put too many on, and then I was like, no, those ones there don't make any sense. The other one are better. And then we've got some flower boxes as well, just to finish it off. And I think that is just about it. I was debating whether to put a little like awning over the top of the door, but just a nice hanging plant to go there, and a few little bits growing up the side, and I think that is it. So we can jump into our screenshots and we'll see how everything looks, get a little bit more better feel, and for the layout as well. So you can see it's quite big. So this is our hallway, our living room, and a few different angles as well, to try and really get the feel of everything. Our dining room, which is really full, and our kitchen area, which is nice and simple. Our landing, our creepy kid's bedroom, our master bedroom, which is very full as well, and then our back bedroom, which is quite nice and light. Our bathroom that has like an amazing view outside if you're having a shower, and then our jungle adventure explorer room, our gentleman's club, and our thingy. And then we'll go outside and have a look, and that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.